Yeah, bring out your dancing shoes. It's Saturday and it's a party out here. Two very, very strong teams. Janakpur bowls look strong on paper, but unfortunately they've not been able to replicate that in the middle. The big roar, that's because the superstar Ivory's come on to bowl. He's had a fabulous tournament so far with bat and ball. Walked away with the player of the match against the Karnaliaks in their third outing. Got 4 for 23 with the ball in his 4 and 39 in 28. Now, we spoke about that appeal that you felt was worth a shout, HT, in that last over of Cougar line.
Yeah, so he plays back. Now it's got to hit him in line. Now the umpires, the questions he's going to ask himself there is that missing leg stump? Is it going over the top? Not a bad shot.
He's telling me to run that way.
I concur with you there. If you look how deep Lofty Eaton was standing, gives a fair indication that he was actually wrapped and trapped behind. But they've been wonderful umpires. That's Mr. Ravindra Vimla Siri. There he is. Very quiet character, see him every day. We just exchange pleasantries. And a very famous man in this part of the world, Durganath Subedi. Very actively involved with the NPL as well. I saw him in the auctions too. Yeah, he's another very fine umpire. Nicely struck in the gap. That'll run away for a 4. Don't bother running. Mas Sadakat means business in the middle. He will pounce on every scoring opportunity.
And with every stroke, you just see more and more ability here, don't you? Look how clearly he watches that onto the face of the bat.
Cries of catch it in the air, in the gap. There's protection in the deep. That's the kind of attitude and approach you want as a top order batter. But only when it misfires, it looks like a bit reckless, or maybe you go back to the shot selection. But everything about Mas Sadakat just presents that this is what you want in your opening batter, HT.
He's only just got here a couple of days ago. I know it was only 20 in that first innings, but sort of just walked in. There was no fear. He wasn't worried about the platform that he had arrived on. He played beautifully.
Just hurrying through his deliveries and just keeping the pace a notch higher as well is Deependra Singh Irie. He concedes 7 in his first. It's 21 for 2. Yeah, it gets cooler as the sun starts dipping behind those Chobar hills. For the moment, though, it's still bright and sunny out here. And who's making a fest out of it? It's the Sudur Paschim Royals. Hemantami, another very impressive youngster in the ranks of Nepal cricket. He's bowled fast, he's been hostile. He's cranked up the pace, match after match, and he'll come steaming in from the Chobar end. And immediately you see some movement as well, some deviation for the left-hander.
Well, that's what he tends to do. He's not a big swinger of the cricket ball. He tends to just nip it off the seam away from the left-hander. Well, to be fair, there's a little bit of movement in the air there for Dummy.
Yeah, the opportunity there, width offered, finds the fielder. I just feel Lofty Eaton is backing away a bit too much, or backing up a bit too much in that crease to create a scoring opportunity. You want to load yourself for a hit sometime. We've seen a lot of top order batters try to use the depth of the crease. There he is. Just needs to be a bit careful. On this occasion, he did go on the back foot. It goes big, goes high, and I reckon he's gone the distance as well. Picks it up nicely and launches that Lofty Eaton.
This is like quite a timed shot rather than power. The transfer of weight here from back onto forward is exceptional. There, good stuff, real good stuff. That 100 that you spoke about, if I'm not mistaken, it was scored here at this ground.
What on DP?
Yeah, great observation there, HT, about the transfer of weight. Front, back, front. Well, and all of it, what's good to see is that he just played on with that hit. There it is. Just rehearsing it once again. Strong base. Want to load yourself for the big hits. T20 cricket is completely different to what red ball cricket is. And this time, nicely driven through the covers. Cracking hit. And that will clatter into the Toblerones.
Here again. Now we know that he does have a pre-shot movement where that left foot of his does just step back and across. But now if you get caught in that position, that's where there is an issue. But if you can transfer your weight there, you're okay. So a little pre-shot movement onto the back foot, and then he recognizes that it's full and he's able to transfer his weight and get his momentum through the ball.
There's so much of talk about batters these days going with the trigger movement, going with the front press, maybe just staying in the crease and playing slightly away from the body to create a scoring opportunity. Just like that, flicks it away. Nicely struck. There's protection in the deep, some momentum here by the top order of the Janakpur bowls after being reduced to 11 for 2. After 5, they're on 32 for 2. This partnership worth 21.
An atmosphere you have to be here to experience. And if you do get here to the TU, you get one of those golden tickets, particularly for a Super Saturday. You'll never forget it. I've got to thank one of our backroom crew for this, because I'm working on my Nepali, but I haven't got it that good yet. The crowd have been chanting, "Bag, Ayo, bag," which means the tiger has come. The tiger has come, and here he is. Dipender Singh already has the ball in his hand, and there's one man that they all want to talk about. Bat bowling in the field. Not at his best with the ball the other evening, Fazil, but still managed to impact the game, didn't he? A couple of catches and a run out. But they've got 2 wickets in the power play. They'd love a third.
Was just what promised to be a really enthralling encounter. The Janakpur bowls, the defending champions, taking on the table toppers. Man, Irie, LBW appeal. It's down the leg side, 6.56. They're going pretty okay, the Janakpur bowls. They haven't had the best of seasons so far. And Sudha Paschim Royals under Dipender Singh Irie have really been the team to watch out for. Lofty Eaton, a lot of work for him to do. We've seen him in bits and pieces. Can he go? Oh, geez. Just as I said it, Mars comes down the track to that man. Dipendra Singh Airi is in the house. The Tiger is roaring out here in Kathmandu.
Bag, Ayo, bag. The Tiger is certainly here. Incredible. Just skidding on, keeping low. He tends to win an award every game. Definitely a contender for the Red Bull energetic moment of the match. And just as our colleagues were talking up this cricketer who looks so good, Maz Sadakat, he's gone for 12. It's 35 for 3. Sanjay Krishnamurthy, young American, having a good tournament, bat and ball. Predominantly just plays as a batsman for the United States of America and in Major League Cricket, where I've covered a lot of his time in the last couple of seasons. Very hard to keep the Tiger out of the game.
Well, yes, and Sanjay Krishnamurthy, he's there because just losing his patience and his wicket. Maz Sadakat, so much was talked about, but just not living up to the reputation. The power play out of the way. The Janakpur bowls 35 for 3.
End of the power play signalled by Durganath Subedi, and because the left-handed Lofty Eaton is in there, Dipendra Singh Airi, he wants off spin from both ends, so we'll call upon the good doctor himself, Ishan Pandey. He'll come in with his off breaks. Has proved a bit of a partnership breaker across the 2 seasons. Hasn't bowled much, but has picked up 5 wickets. Can't pierce the infield. Put a lot of pressure on Lofty Eaton throughout the season. The bolts really just hasn't got going at any point. It's been the batting that has been the problem. Bowled and fielded okay, but the batting has been nowhere to be seen. Pressure building up even on the Namibian now. Welcome up to the HP Lubricant Comcam. We were just talking off air before we came on. Faz, you say that it's even louder than the Chinnaswamy here.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I couldn't hear a thing out there. We were standing about a foot apart and we were screaming into each other's ears and we couldn't hear a thing. It's just a mesmerizing sort of feeling out there with this crowd, about maybe 10 or 15,000. There's not a ticket in the house for love or for money.
You can't get one on Super Saturday, and I'll tell you something, I don't know about your DMs or your WhatsApps, mine just keep ringing. Paras Kadkas, they keep ringing. Everyone wants a pass. We don't get any. We just come to work and bring you every ball of this Siddhartha Bank in Nepal Premier League. Just outside the guideline. Can I ask you quickly about that MCC Spirit of Cricket Award? That's a fantastic achievement for the Cricket Association of Nepal and the league.
Well, yeah, absolutely. You need people to be rewarded for things that they do well. And I think an award like that is befitting a league like this.
Has it also come at the right time? Because we've seen something we didn't see last year. We've seen some indiscipline, particularly from some domestic players, which I haven't seen throughout my time here.
Two things there, Andrew. One is when Stuart Law comes in here in the house, he'll take care of the indiscipline that you're talking about. One, and two, just shows me that the league has moved up a notch.
Got good news for Nepal fans, actually. I hope I'm not breaking anything I'm not supposed to. Stuart Law will be in the house in the next couple of days. I think he gets in early next week. I know he's been with the Nepal under-19 side there, working with them. As the floodlights just burst to life because the blinding sun is just peeking towards the edge of the hills. Good over from Pandey, effective. Just the 5 from it. It's 40 for 3. That's what I was just referring to, the fact that the sun is going to just creep beneath Chandragiri, or the hills across to our right. You got the Chobar then down the far end, and I suspect that those floodlights have come on at just the right time. Cricketing paradise here in Kirtipur.
Well, this is my favorite time of the evening, when the sun sets behind the Chandragiri hills, the lights come on, the crowd is reached that crescendo, the cricket is top-notch, the defending champions playing, the table toppers, the Sudha Paschim Royals, that man Dipendra Singh Airi in the house, Harmeet Singh coming on to bowl now. He's one of the stars of the show in this year's Nepal Premier League. Well, it's all happening here in Kathmandu, and it is certainly the festival of Himalayas, and they really say cricket unites Nepal, and it surely does.
Crucial overs, these ones, of Harmeet Singh, because he's been, alongside Sandeep Lamachani, the most economical bowler of the tournament. Those two have proved harder to get away. Lofty misses out there. Amazing how Irie seems to get himself into the position that the ball is hit more to than any other every time, whatever the bowler.
That's the hallmark of a really good fielder. He's always wanting to be in positions where the ball will come to, not avoiding the ball, but anticipating the ball coming to him every single time. We saw that magnificent run out the other evening, and just validating your point on how good a fielder he is, perhaps arguably the best in the world, you said.
Yeah, look, I think for me, I do, we all get a bit of criticism occasionally. I get a few messages sometimes saying, why do you always go on so much about this man, Irie? There he is again. I think from a ground fielding perspective and from a run-out opportunity and creation angle, nobody does it better than him in the world game. Is he a better captain?